Mark, you want to do the interview now?
I'm playing Skyrim right now, what the f. Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in.
So, what is your name and your profession?
My name is Mark Hill. And I was born and raised on a farm in County Dublin, in Dublin Mountains.
Good. Now, what's your profession, dickhead?
Oh, yeah. My profession, I'm a photographer and illustrator, and to actually make money, I work in logistics in a big company.
If you had a quest or a goal in your life, what would that be?
Cats. Definitely cats.
Yeah, I can see that.
Stay away from my beer! What was it again? What? To be happy. And to make everybody around me happy. And my cats happy. And yeah, that's basically it.
So, where do you play your Jugger?
I played Jugger in Ireland, in Dublin. I've played it in Germany. I started in Hamburg, but right now we play in a park just up the road in Fairview in Dublin. What's the next question?
How were you introduced to, where and how were you introduced to Jugger?
I was introduced to Jugger in 2004. I think it was 2004, 2005, when I was living over in Germany, and Pierre, a great chain player from Hamburg, played for Gorditas Cojones and one of the Torpedo Bam or Ulster or whatever they call them these days, sorry guys. Yeah, he brought me along to one of the trainings when he found out that I played rugby, and yeah, I was scared shitless the first time I saw it. I thought, this is absolutely insane. And yeah, then I started playing it and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And these German guys are so easily killed. So yeah, I really enjoyed it and been playing ever since.
So, what is your sporting background?
I first started doing soccer. I played soccer all my life. Everywhere, all the time. And I'd say that's probably, out of all the sports I've ever played, that'd be the best sport for me. And then I did, believe it or not, show jumping. At home, on the farm, we had horses after a while. And I did show jumping, and then I stopped to chase girls, I'm not joking. And yeah, then I went to school, and in secondary school we learned rugby. Like in primary school I did do Irish sports, hurling and GAA, but when I went to secondary school it was mostly rugby and soccer. And then yeah, then I got really badly injured and I was told I wasn't able to play sport, contact sport ever again. And so I did long distance running, and I did soccer, swimming, whatever, and hockey. Then after a good while I went to Germany and I started playing Jugger. And it was actually through Jugger that I realised I could actually make contact and not die. And yeah, then I decided to go back to rugby because of Jugger. And yeah, my back got stronger, I got stronger. I decided to, you know, actually build up my body a little bit to protect it. And yeah, I've been playing rugby, Jugger and soccer ever since.
Would you say Jugger has influenced the way you play any other sports?
Jugger, no. I wouldn't say Jugger influenced. Other sports helped me play Jugger, especially soccer with the speed and with the vision on the pitch. Rugby with the physicality and the knowledge of how to run and beat a person properly. And working as a team and communication, definitely from rugby. But I'd say mostly what Juggers influenced me would be how I coach Jugger in Ireland with Dave and with Seamus. That the Juggers they're not sports people, so I can't be a rugby coach like I am or I was. I have to coach in a different way because you need to talk differently and communicate differently, so you don't have a revolt on your hands. That wouldn't happen with rugby. But yeah, so I mean, it's a good balance between working in Jugger and then how that influenced me coaching, and then how all the other sports influenced me how to play Jugger.
Cool. Any other hobbies outside Jugger, of course? Like, what are your pastimes?
Well, art. Obviously, I love art and I'm crazy for it. And above everything, I'm an artist. So I would. Okay, why are you laughing?
Sorry, I just saw the hedgehog pop up.
The hedgehog. Oh, really? Yeah, no, I love doing art, illustration and photography, and yeah, that would be like my main profession and like goal in life would be to make all my money through art, basically, and doing photography. It's what I love to do. Yeah, and then obviously, like everybody else, I love hanging out with friends. I love playing board games. Game of Thrones, it's such a good board game. And thank you, Steve, for the new set of cards. Yeah, and cinema. I went to film college after I did photography, so I'm a big into film. Wanted to be a cinematographer.
Nice. And
yeah, I mean, like books. I love collecting books. I love playing computer games. Just like every nerd, you know. Yeah, I'm just a nerd who can and likes playing sport, basically.
Awesome. Okay, we'll go back to Jugger. What position do you play in Jugger?
I mainly would be a runner, a quick. And it's my favourite position. I love being a quick.
How did you get slotted into that? Like, how did you start?
It's completely racist. I was Irish, so I should play rugby. That's how I was introduced it. And that's what Pierre goes, you're Irish, aren't you? And I go, yeah. Oh, do you play rugby? I go, yeah. I was like, oh, well, I've got a sport for you, and we did a runner. So that's, before I even knew about the sport, I was in a runner. But from there, being in Hamburg and all, I learned all the positions. The main positions, like being on staff in the centre, being a chain blocker, and I learned from, like, some of the people I would consider the best of all time, like Pierre on chain, and Till on chain blocker, Peter on staff, or Ascan or Ziggy. They're just really, really good players to learn from. And because I knew I was going to be coming back and setting it up in Ireland, so I wanted to know what I was talking about. So I grabbed them and asked them for help.
So you've obviously played with quite a few Juggers over the time playing. The team you're playing with now, what would you say makes them special, say, above other teams?
Above all other teams, selfishly, I'd say because I set up the team in the beginning, I founded the team, so I was, really, really, I'm really proud of that. I'm really happy with that because they've, kept on being really, like a really good top team in the world, not just like in Ireland or whatever. We're a really good, solid team. And then unselfishly, I fucking love my team. They're a really good bunch of players and a really good. Sorry, I'm being attacked by my cat. They're a really nice bunch of people. They're a bit crazy. And on and off the pitch, we act exactly the same, I think.
I know it's a tough question, but if you could single it down to one, what do you reckon would be your favourite Jugger memory?
My favourite Jugger memory would be beating Rigor Mortis in the final in 2007 or 8.
It's clearly a great memory.
I'm terrible with dates, but no, it was my first full season in Jugger, and there was a lot of controversy the years before. If it's true or not, I don't know. I wasn't actually there the year before, obviously. So, but there was a lot of controversy over cheating and things like this. And I wanted to make my statement as a new runner, and I wanted to help my team win. And from literally like 8 months before, I was actually training for the final. and like working, getting my fitness up, and learning Jugger, and being ready to play and win. And it came down to like the last couple of stones from a 300 stone final, and yeah, we won by like, I don't know, 2-3 points. It was a really great match to play and probably not to look at. But it was a great final to play in, and it was really fucking tense. It was really tense. So yeah, that'd be to go down and beat one of the best teams of all time in their home ground, in front of a cheering crowd. So yeah, it was really great. Really awesome.
Finally, due to a lot of hard work by yourself and other people, Jugger in Ireland has grown quite a lot in recent times. How would you say that has affected the sports? Like what perks have you seen now that Jugger is growing in Ireland at a rate that it hasn't been ever really?
Well, I think like it's not just one person, and like the club now isn't just driven like it was at the beginning or near the beginning or recently by one person. Now it's definitely a big group of people, and like we've all set it up painfully, has to be said, painfully setting it up. Like always with a brand new sport, when you ratify rules and set up structures, there's people who wanted to keep it the old way, there's people who want to go new ways, and there's people stuck in between. So yeah, I think you need to get a general feel for it, which we did, I think, and we pushed it forward. Myself, Seamus and Dave, and I mean Peter, Marcy, I mean there's lots of people who gave so much to the club and worked their asses off. So I think the positives is that it's in a good, healthy place at the moment, and we're still doing really well on the pitch, and we're doing really well off the pitch as well. Like I don't get to half of the social events that the Irish Juggers do. I think it's all just a facade, and they don't, you know, they like Jugger, but they like hanging out and, you know, partying all night with each other more. But I think it's
true.
Really good and healthy. Yeah.
Okay, that's all my questions. Anything else you'd like to say before we finish up?
I think Aidan is an amazing interviewer, and that he's actually got his crotch open to me right now. It's kind of sexy too.
Yeah, I know.
He's wearing blue jeans and boots, which are quite sexy. So.
Yes. The people at home can't see that I'm topless either.
No, but...
I say we put away this camera now.
Oh, really?